Go no further if you want advice on how to be the life of the party. Imagine this situation. Everyone is merrily speaking and appears to be in a relaxed state. Some may even be drunk. You have a great idea thanks to your ability to read a room. You say, "Who wants to play a game?" They all seem to be silent because no one wants to talk over the other. Others move away while others bury their faces in their drinks. People must believe that there isn't space for everyone to play. Don't be afraid. I brought entertainment. Anyone may participate. The partygoers rush to the table, anxious to snag a spot, and the crowd goes wild. You're cherished. Number 10. The resistance. The empire has to crumble. Our goal must be accomplished. We shall liberate our people and weaken imperial power by eliminating their major bases. Nevertheless, spies have gotten into our ranks and are poised to sabotage us. We have to expose them. We have 5 nights to change our destiny or perish trying. The resistance is us. A social deduction party game is called the Resistance. It features no player elimination, is intended for 5 to 10 players, and lasts roughly 30 minutes. Despite drawing inspiration from Mafia/Werewolf, the Resistance has basic mechanics that boost informational resources, enhance player engagement, and do away with player elimination. Number 9. Taboo. A popular party word game is taboo. Participants take turns describing to their partner a word or phrase from a drawn card without using any of the 5 more frequent words or phrases that are also on the card. When one of the 5 forbidden terms or phrases is used, the game is stopped by the opposing partners, who also buzz the player doing the describing or if the player makes any gestures. Each card that the describing team correctly guesses earns them a point, while each card that the opposing team passes, gestures at, or loses by using one of the forbidden terms or phrases costs them a point. A fantastic party game. Number 8. Scattergories. The Scattergories game. It's a fantastic game for any group to play, and it was released in 1988 by Milton Bradley. Each player completes a category list in the game by selecting answers that begin with the same letter. You receive points if no other player's responses match yours. Rounds are completed in the game. A winner is determined after 3 rounds, and a new game may then be started. A modernized variant of the classic board game categories, also known as Guggenheim, is called Scattergories. Like Facts in 5. Number 7. Concept. Your objective in Concept is to predict words by connecting related icons. The other players must guess a term or phrase that is chosen by a team of 2 players, who are table neighbors. Together, they strategically put pieces on the game board's accessible icons. The team might use cubes of this color on the icons for food/drink, white, and milk, for example, to entice people to pick milk. The question mark icon, which denotes the core notion, would then be placed on the liquid icon. The team can use the main concept and its corresponding cubes for a more complex concept, such as Leonardo DiCaprio, to inform players that the hidden phrase refers to an actor or director, and then use the sub-concept icons and their corresponding cubes to refer to specific films in which DiCaprio appeared, such as Titanic or Inception. Number 6. Dixit. During her turn, the storyteller looks at the pictures on the 6 cards she has in her hand. She constructs a statement from one of these and speaks it out, without showing the card to the other players. Each additional player chooses the card in their possession that best fits the statement and presents it to the storyteller without revealing it to the other players. Using all the cards she has been given, the storyteller shuffles her card. Each participant must wager on which picture was the storyteller's once all the pictures are displayed face up. The storyteller receives a score of 0 and each of the other players get a score of 2 if nobody or everyone discovers the right card. If not, the answer finder and the narrator both receive 3. Each time a player votes for their card, they receive 1 point. Number 5. Wagers and wits. Not a trivia buff? It's irrelevant. Each participant in Wits and Amp Wagers writes a guess in response to a question like what year did the bikini swimsuit make its first appearance? Or how many feet wide is an NFL football field? And places it face up on the betting mat. You think you know the solution. Invest in your hunch. Do you consider yourself to be an expert? Invest in their hunch. The odds on the betting mat are applied to the closest response that doesn't go over. If you hit a huge one, you'll be celebrating as though you just won the lottery. In the trivia game Wits and Amp, wagers, you can wager on any player's response. Number 4. Spyfall. Spyfall is a unique party game where you get to pretend to be a spy and try to figure out what's going on. It's that easy. Every player in Spyfall receives a card at the beginning of each round that features the same location, such as a casino, a traveling circus, a pirate ship, or even a space station, except one player who receives a card that simply says spy instead of the location. Afterward, players begin posing questions to one another, such as why are you dressed so oddly? Or when was the last time we earned a payday? To determine who among them is the spy must pay close attention because he has no idea where he is. He'd best come up with a compelling story when it's his turn to respond. A player may declare another to be a spy at any time throughout the round. The game ends and the accused player must disclose himself if all other players concur with the accusation. Number 3. Telestrations. Drawing a telestrations word based on the outcome of a die roll is the first step for each player. The time they have to complete their sketch may be limited by the vintage sand timer, but creativity is undoubtedly unaffected. Time is up. Each player simultaneously passes their sketch to the following player, who must guess what was drawn. The next person must try to sketch the word they see after passing their guess, which presumably matches the original word, or does it? To them all at once. 8 erasable sketchbooks and pens, a die, a 90-second sand timer, and 2 400 words are all included in Telestrations. Number 2. Cards Against Humanity. A party game for dreadful individuals. A judge, referred to as the cards are, selects a black question or fill in the blank card from the top of the deck and shows it to every player to start the game. At the start of each round, each player holds a hand of 10 white answer cards, and they each pass 1, or sometimes 2, cards to the cards are, face down, to symbolize their response to the question on the card. The answer cards with the most amusing context for the question or fill in the blank card are chosen by the cards are. Number 1. Codenames. A simple party game to solve problems is called Codenames. The red and blue teams in the game each have a team captain who is responsible for guiding that group to victory in the end. There will be 25 cards with various words on the table at the start of the game. Each card corresponds to a slot that stands for a distinct hue. The color of the card can only be seen by the team captain. The team captain should give instructions following the wording, enable his team members to discover the cards of their complementary colors, and discover every card of their color to triumph. How was the video? Did you enjoy it? Post your feedback in our comment section below and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates.